You love your cup of coffee in the morning, but you're also diabetic and you wonder, should I be drinking coffee? And should diabetics in general be drinking coffee? Hi everyone, my name is James Marin. I'm a holistic registered dietitian, environmental nutritionist, author, speaker, and diabetes expert. Today we're going to be talking about coffee. And so I want to hit on 3 points about coffee, okay? And if you're diabetic, and even if you're not diabetic or at risk for diabetes, you want to listen to this because point number 1 is that you need to be sure that you're being mindful about your other medications, okay? So if you're on multiple medications, which we call polypharmacy, you're on multiple medications for various diseases as well as diabetes, you need to make sure that caffeine is not gonna hinder, disrupt, or amplify certain medications. So that is point number 1. Be familiar with your medications, the side effects, talk to your pharmacist and your doctor or your endocrinologist, and make sure meds go well with coffee, okay? Point number 2, coffee is addictive, okay? So coffee is addictive for multiple reasons, and this is something you want to be aware of, okay? Coffee, caffeine is addictive in and of itself, but then when you add in a creamer, which is milk and milk protein, milk fats, as well as sugar, and sugar itself, a processed cane sugar or just a white table sugar or other fancier sugars are still sugar. They're still very, very sweet. They're highly addictive. So that combination of milk fat, milk protein, caffeine, and sugar is a great, highly addictive combination that will not only make you come back for more, but it can lead to obesity and increasing problems with diabetes, okay? Point number 3, coffee. Okay, you have to be very careful with coffee because coffee is being grown far away, okay? So it takes a long time to ship. So what does that mean? Well, that means that there's room for contamination. So coffee is heavily sprayed with pesticides, fungicides, herbicides. They use rodenticides on the plantation, so rodents aren't, getting into the coffee, or rodents aren't, disrupting any of their growing plantations. So coffee is heavily sprayed with pesticide. It would do you well to get organic coffee. Now, with all this information, with these 3 big points, am I saying to not drink coffee? No, you can drink coffee. There are healthy ways to drink coffee and in healthy amounts. Coffee does contain natural caffeine, which is fine in moderation. I urge you also to try other great caffeinated beverages like green tea or matcha green tea, which is just the whole entire leaf. Again, it's being aware that even in green tea as well as in coffee, they use pesticides. Pesticides, again, for those of you that haven't seen some of my videos on the environment and pesticides, pesticides are endocrine disruptors. Diabetes is an endocrine disease. So if you're intaking a lot of endocrine disruptors, that's going to be a partial cause of why you have diabetes in the first place, okay? So in summary, be aware of what you're putting into your body, okay? That's my main message. With that being said, coffee can be a part of a healthy daily routine. Again, keep it to 1 cup, especially if you're having sleep issues or digestive issues. Coffee can wreak havoc with that. Again, take into account your medication and don't throw in a bunch of sugar and creamer. There's other great healthy ways to have coffee and to make your coffee sweet. My pro tip, my number 1 tip, here's a bonus tip, is date paste, okay? You blend up some dates and you throw that in your coffee to add some sweetness, and then you can use unsweetened coconut milk or unsweetened almond milk to add a nice creamy texture to it. And in that way, you're not adding a bunch of added sugar and added fat that puts you at risk for gaining weight and for further, making more complications with your diabetes, okay? Learn more tips, learn cool tips like that. Click the link below in the description, learn what foods are good for you, what foods to avoid, recipes, meal planning, okay? This is stuff I teach my patients so we can get them out of the diabetes trap, we can get them healthy and happy and off medications, okay? If you enjoyed this video, share it with friends and family. Share it with those coffee addicts in your life. Click the thumbs up, and as always, have a wonderful day.